LinkedIn ads are not overpriced or expensive. And if you think that, you probably just ran them wrong. Here's why most people think that LinkedIn ads are expensive. Meet Carlos. He is an agency owner. So he sets up a LinkedIn ad in order to drive traffic to his website so that those people can book a call. The ad just says, hey, I can do X, Y, and Z for you, so book a call. Unfortunately, the ad performs terribly. Not only is it super expensive to even get a single click, but when they do click to go to the website, they almost never book a call. So 2 months later and $5,000 in the hole, he more or less quits and tells everyone LinkedIn ads, waste of time. Sucks for you, Carlos. But let's now meet Sandra, who runs a consulting business. Now, she's a pretty experienced marketer, so she understands that building trust is incredibly important when it comes to actually getting people to convert, book a call, and buy. And she understands if you make an ad and you give it to someone who literally knows nothing about you, even if you tell them that you can do all of these amazing things for them, they're probably just not gonna believe you. They're gonna be skeptical. And that skepticism is gonna lead to no call booking. So instead of making an ad which just pretty much tries to book a call, she actually runs her ads in a different way. In fact, her specific method is to try to make the ads as educational and valuable and helpful as possible. So she creates some videos. Not videos to try to hard sell, but instead videos to try to educate and solve the problems that the customers have. Now, it's not as though every single person who watches those videos love it and become a fan, but a pretty good percentage actually do. They watch through the entire piece of content, maybe they comment on it, maybe they share it, maybe they just save it somewhere. These people are good prospects to have. But the beautiful thing about LinkedIn is if someone actually engages in the ad, if they actually watch it for over even 25% of the video, LinkedIn will actually store those names in a list somewhere so that you actually know which people are engaged, which people are warm. And now that Sandra has this list of warmer prospects, she prioritizes them, she focuses on them. She creates more videos, more content, and more ads with customer testimonials and expert insights, but she drives those ads just to this warmer audience because these people already have a higher likelihood of buying. The intent is just better. By the way, prioritizing this warm audience and running ads just to them, this is actually called retargeting ads. Now, after a couple of weeks of hitting this hot audience with these retargeting ads, some of them start booking a call because now they actually trust us enough to be willing to speak with us for 30 minutes in the calendar. And by the time that the call rolls around, because this person has watched so much of the content and engaged so much with the videos and the how-to guides that we've provided them, it's actually much easier to close them because they've already come in with a pre-existing relationship with our brand. Now, this approach is what actually allows Sandra to make significant returns with her LinkedIn ads and also allows her to keep her costs really low. Once again, the misconception that a lot of people have is that LinkedIn ads needs to be expensive, but they don't. And she keeps her costs low because of two things. First, she does a lot of retargeting, which means the majority of her ads are actually spent on a pretty small amount of people. Specifically, the small pool of people who've already shown a little bit of interest. Naturally, if you're only targeting this small pool rather than 100,000 people all at the same time, it's gonna be a lot cheaper to run ads to the smaller audience. The next thing is that she's not trying to go for the kill too early. Remember, Carlos's problem was that right from the get-go, he was trying to drive this new strange audience to his website to try to book a call, even though they knew nothing about him. The reality is, whenever you set up a campaign where people have to leave LinkedIn and navigate to your site, LinkedIn's gonna charge you a lot more for that click because obviously LinkedIn doesn't want people to leave their site. And if they do, you have to pay for it. Now, this is fine if everyone who leaves LinkedIn to go to your site actually books a call. But unfortunately, the reality is, if this person doesn't really know anything about you, they're gonna click into your site and then they're not gonna book a call because they lack the trust. Sandra's gonna save a lot of money because she's not trying to force people off LinkedIn to go to her website. Remember, Sandra's just sharing video ads that are native on LinkedIn. That means when you consume her video, you're watching it directly on LinkedIn. This makes things significantly cheaper. By the time that you reach her website, it'll only be because of the retargeting ads, and the only time she's gonna be actually sending people directly from LinkedIn to her website, which is gonna cost more, is when they've already been watching all of her ads and that they're super engaged. At that point, she knows that this person trusts her. and that if she does spend a little bit more to get them onto her website, that they're most likely going to just book a call. So this campaign structure is significantly more cost effective and has a higher conversion rate. So while Carlos more or less wastes a ton of money and time and just gives up, Sandra's able to make a significant amount of profit. She's able to close deals consistently and repeatably, and the return on the ad spend is amazing. So this is the exact difference between two people who are both running LinkedIn ads, but one actually does it effectively and the other does not. So if this content was valuable to you, definitely follow and stay subscribed to my content so you can see more of it, and then send me a DM as well on social media so that we can have a quick conversation, all right? Cheers.